Welcome to the journey of exploring and improving health for gentlemen aged 60 and above. Did you know that many people, after turning 60, begin to notice some unwanted changes? A slower body, decreasing energy levels despite adequate rest, and a married life that no longer feels the same. Many silently endure this, believing it's just a natural part of aging, that their masculinity is slowly slipping away with time. However, after over 3 decades of working alongside thousands of patients, I, Dr. Samuel Grant, have come to realize one important thing. These aren't simply signs of aging. More often, they're signs of a deficiency in 3 key vitamins that the body can no longer adequately produce on its own over time. Many men I've met are not lacking in desire to live healthily. What they're lacking is proper blood flow, sustained energy, and the hormonal balance they once had. And the solution doesn't lie in a bottle of pills or costly treatments. It starts with how you care for your body each day. In today's video, I will share the 3 essential vitamins that can help restore vitality, improve testosterone levels, and enhance both physical and mental stamina in men over 60. What you're about to hear could be exactly what your body has been quietly waiting for. And perhaps, you'll realize you've been missing out on something simple yet essential for years. Right after this, we'll begin with a vitamin that may seem familiar, but in fact plays a central role in reactivating circulation and naturally improving male function. And it might help you understand the very worries and concerns you've been quietly carrying. But before we dive into the content, let me get to know you better. May I know your name and where you're watching this video from? Leave me a message in the comments. I always deeply appreciate the opportunity to connect with those who genuinely care about their own health. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any upcoming videos, where I'll continue to share simple, practical knowledge that may help you gradually reclaim the confidence and vitality you once had. Now let's begin with the first vitamin, a factor that many have unintentionally overlooked, even though it serves as a foundation for men's health and vitality after the age of 60. Vitamin 1. Vitamin D, the first key to restarting circulation and male vitality. Not long ago, I met a patient named Mr. Paul, 67 years old, formerly an active man, loving husband, and someone who used to take the initiative in intimacy. But recently he confided in me, slowly and with a troubled tone. I still love my wife, still want to be close to her, but my body just doesn't seem to respond anymore. His story is not uncommon. In fact, I've heard hundreds of similar confessions from men after 60. And one of the common threads I've seen is this: their bodies are severely lacking in vitamin D, a nutrient that seems simple, yet plays a profoundly important role in male function. We're used to calling it the sunshine vitamin and often only associate it with bone health. But few know that vitamin D is directly involved in the production of nitric oxide, a compound that helps dilate blood vessels and improve blood flow to sensitive areas. When vitamin D levels drop, blood circulation drops with it. And when blood can't nourish the body properly, no matter how much desire you have, your body simply can't respond the way it used to. Did you know that, according to some statistics, nearly half of all adults over 60 are deficient in vitamin D, even those who eat well and exercise regularly? The reason is that the body's ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight declines over time, especially if you spend most of your time indoors or avoid morning sun exposure. So what can you do to improve this? You can start with simple habits like spending 15-20 minutes each morning walking outdoors to let your body naturally synthesize vitamin D. Adding more foods like salmon, sardines, egg yolks, and fortified milk to your diet. And if necessary, taking vitamin D3 supplements, since D3 is easier to absorb and recommended for older adults. Many of my patients, after adjusting their vitamin D intake, have reported noticeable improvements. Stronger breathing, clearer thinking, and improved intimacy without needing any medication at all. So what about you? Have you ever had your vitamin D levels checked? Feel free to drop a comment with the keyword vitamin D below if you suspect this might be the missing piece your body has been lacking. Who knows, you might inspire another man who's been quietly searching for answers just like you. But even if your blood vessels are clear and flowing, you still need fuel to maintain energy, alertness, and enthusiasm. And that's exactly why the next vitamin plays the role of the central power source for your entire body and male vitality after 60. Vitamin 2, vitamin B12. the silent fuel that sustains stamina, mental sharpness, and male vitality. I once treated a patient named Robert, 72 years old, a former firefighter with an admirable family life. During our consultation, he looked me in the eyes and said honestly, "Doctor, I sleep enough, eat well, but I feel tired every single day. I no longer feel like the energetic man I used to be." What Robert was going through is a very typical case I've seen in many men over 60. A deficiency in vitamin B12, even though they maintain a relatively good diet. Vitamin B12 is essential for converting food into usable energy, and it also plays a critical role in producing red blood cells, which deliver oxygen to the brain, muscles, and reproductive organs. Without enough B12, your body functions like it's running on empty. You may be eating well and getting rest, but you still feel fatigued, unfocused, and detached from the things that once made you feel alive. What's more concerning is that the body's ability to absorb B12 from food decreases with age, especially in those with digestive issues or who have been on long-term medications. So even if you're eating meat, eggs, or dairy, your body might not be absorbing enough B12. The solution? Start using B12 in the methylcobalamin form, the active version that's more easily absorbed compared to the common, cheaper cyanocobalamin form. In some cases, B12 injections prescribed by your doctor can help rapidly boost concentration and energy levels. Many of my patients, after adjusting their B12 intake, reported noticeable improvements. Less brain fog, better focus, especially in the afternoons. More physical flexibility without feeling drained after simple activities. And most importantly, a renewed sense of connection not just physically but emotionally with their partners. Still, energy alone is not enough. To maintain a healthy and stable foundation for male vitality, your body also needs a layer of protection. A vitamin that helps reduce inflammation, supports testosterone, and preserves the elasticity of your blood vessels. And that leads us to the next important part. Vitamin 3. Vitamin E, the shield that protects hormones and blood vessels, preserving your masculine edge. One particular case I remember was Mr. James, 70 years old, a retired pilot with a disciplined, healthy lifestyle. He exercised regularly, ate clean, but during our last appointment he shared with a pensive tone, "Lately, I feel my body's slowing down. My vitality is fading and emotionally, I just don't feel as strong as before." His condition isn't uncommon. After running tests and making adjustments, I found the main issue. A vitamin E deficiency, a nutrient often overlooked but deeply essential for men's health. Vitamin E is widely known for its anti-aging and skin benefits, but what many don't realize is that it's a powerful antioxidant that helps protect blood vessels from silent inflammation, a key factor behind declining hormonal function and male vitality. When your body lacks vitamin E, it affects circulation and reduces your natural testosterone production. This leads to slower recovery after physical activity or intimacy, a fading connection both physically and emotionally, and most of all, a loss of control and confidence in your own body. The good news is, supplementing vitamin E properly can reverse this condition. Ideal food sources you should add to your diet include sunflower seeds, almonds, dark leafy greens like spinach, and extra virgin olive oil. If needed, you can take natural vitamin E supplements in the D-alpha tocopherol form, which studies show to be more effectively absorbed. Many of my patients, after supplementing vitamin E, noticed clear improvements in mood, desire, and the ability to maintain intimacy, naturally without force. That's a sign the body is healing from within quietly but sustainably. And I'd really love to hear from you. Are you already consuming foods that are rich in vitamin E daily? If yes, leave a comment below with the words, "I've started." It might just be the first step in motivating both yourself and others who are looking for the same answers. Of course, even if you're already taking enough vitamin D, B12, and E, there's still one crucial thing you need to pay close attention to. The way you're using these vitamins may be unknowingly canceling out their benefits entirely. And that's exactly what I want to warn you about in the next section. Part 2. Common mistakes that make vitamin supplementation ineffective. I once had a patient named Gerald, 74 years old, who was very proactive about his health. That day, he came into my clinic carrying a bag full of vitamins. As he laid them out on the table, he sighed, "I've been taking all of these for months, but I still feel tired, mentally foggy, and my health hasn't improved." His story is not uncommon. In fact, many people over 60 take vitamins regularly but still don't feel significant improvement. Because they are making two common mistakes. The first is choosing the wrong form of vitamin. Not all types are easily absorbed by the body. For example, vitamin B12 on the market is usually in the form of cyanocobalamin, but the elderly have difficulty converting this form. Instead, methylcobalamin, the bioactive form, delivers much better results. Likewise, vitamin D2 is cheaper but far less effective than vitamin D3, which is recommended for seniors. As for vitamin E, synthetic forms often lack the full spectrum of tocopherols needed by the body, which reduces their effect on protecting blood vessels and hormones. The second mistake is lack of consistency. The body functions on a stable biological rhythm. Taking vitamins, when you remember, or stopping halfway won't allow the body to absorb and regulate properly in a sustainable way. When I guided Gerald to switch to higher quality vitamin forms and to establish a habit of taking them daily at fixed times, just a few weeks later, he returned in a completely different state. Clear-headed, eating better, sleeping deeper, and feeling back in control of his body. From then on, I always emphasize to my patients, the effectiveness of vitamins does not come from quantity, but from using them correctly, consistently, appropriately, and with a plan. But how do you build a simple yet effective habit, one that's not overwhelming and doesn't take too much time each day? The answer will be in the next section. Part 3. A simple daily routine to boost vitality and masculine strength after 60. Many of my patients over 60 often ask me, "Doctor, I don't want to make too many changes. Just give me a simple daily routine as long as it works." I completely understand. At this age, what matters most isn't complexity but stability, consistency, and ease of maintenance. Let me share a real example, Mr. Frank, 66 years old, a retired carpenter, once came for a consultation complaining of insomnia, low energy, and gradually losing interest in his married life. Instead of giving him a list of suggestions, I helped him build a habit with just a few small steps, but done daily with discipline. In the morning, he started with a glass of water and a B12 capsule, paired with a protein-rich breakfast like eggs, milk, or oatmeal. After that, he spent 15-20 minutes walking outdoors under mild sunlight to naturally help the body produce vitamin D on rainy days or in winter. He switched to taking D3 capsules after breakfast. At lunchtime, his meals always included a handful of sunflower seeds, almonds, leafy greens, or a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil to naturally supplement vitamin E. These were simple steps, but after just a few weeks, Mr. Frank reported noticeable changes. His body felt light. His mood improved. He slept more soundly, and his intimacy with his wife gradually returned to its familiar rhythm. From that, I truly believe, you don't need a cabinet full of pills or a total lifestyle overhaul. Just a few right steps, done at the right time, consistently every day, are enough to restart your body's natural recovery process, something it was always designed to do. And in the end, the most important thing is not the vitamins or food. It lies in how you see yourself, dear friend. I want to take these last few seconds not just to summarize, but to send you, a person who's still listening patiently, this heartfelt message. It's never too late to reclaim your inner strength. After years of sitting across thousands of men in their 60s and 70s, I've noticed one thing in common: they don't lack willpower. They just need a reason to start again, a sign that their body still has a chance to recover. We've talked about 3 essential vitamins: vitamin D to improve circulation and awaken natural vitality, vitamin B12 to reignite energy and mental clarity, vitamin E to protect testosterone and keep blood vessels elastic and strong. But your strength doesn't come from what vitamins you take. It comes from the daily decision that you won't give up, that you still want to reconnect with yourself, your partner, and the quality of life you truly deserve. And I believe that you still have time. It's not too late, it's never too late. If you found today's content helpful, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss upcoming videos, where I'll continue walking alongside you on this journey of restoring your health and vitality naturally, without pressure. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Wishing you good health, confidence, and the unwavering belief in your body's power to recover. See you in the next video.